Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Souty Syahrani with BP number 2010731011. In this video, I would like to talk about what I'm going to be as the final semester exam for speaking class. So, what I'm going to be? My dream is I want to be an English teacher or a lecturer. Why I want to be a teacher or a lecturer? There are a lot of reasons that make me want to be an English teacher, and this actually has a long story. First, I must remember that the first time I was interested in teaching and also interested in English was at the same time. It was when I was in the kindergarten, and at that time, for the first time in my life, I learned English, and my teacher taught me and other students passionately and made us laugh. Back then, I was amazed by how lovely, kindly, passionately, and funny she was. Her name is Mrs. Tika, and since then, she has been my role model. Back then, when I was about 6 years old, I felt like I wanted to be like her. I want to make children laugh. I want to teach them a new lesson. I want to play with them. At the same time, I also started to fall in love in English because of the way she taught us back then. I felt English was a cool language. I loved to memorize new words every day. And I was really happy at that time because I always got 100 marks for my English subject. It encouraged me to study English more actively, and especially at that time Mrs. Tika always praised my ability in English. After that, I entered elementary school, and actually I felt sad because I thought I would never see her again. Even though I was not happy, but I still wanted to be a teacher like her, and I also became more enthusiastic about learning English. And how funny are my childhood memories that I still remember when I was in the elementary school, and during the break time, I liked acting as a teacher in front of the class, and my friends were my students. However, what a great coincidence! After a few years, Mrs. Tika suddenly became a teacher at my elementary school. Of course, I was very surprised and happy when I met her again. Once again, I was motivated to study harder to become a great teacher like her. Then my parents realized that I liked English because of all my subjects. English was the only one subject in which I always got high marks. And coincidentally, at that time, near my house, there was a new English course which was very famous for its high quality. So my parents decided to enroll me in that English course. So when I was in the 5th grade of elementary school, I took an English course to improve my English skills. I studied English in that course for about 5 years too, until I was on the 1st grade of senior high school. However, I was actually forced to quit the course because of my family's financial problems. Finally, because I already had English skills, and on the other hand, I also had to find a way to support my family's economy. So when I was in the 2nd grade of senior high school, I became a private English tutor. It was an extraordinary experience because since childhood, I really wanted to teach and share my knowledge with children or other people. And I taught elementary students on the weekends at the time. And so finally I got to experience what it's like to be a teacher, and I found it a great feeling. When my students can absorb the knowledge that I share well, and when they begin to understand and are good at the lessons I teach, I feel really satisfied, happy, grateful, and proud of them and myself. I felt like this is actually what I will be doing in my future. I think it suits me well because I like children, I like teaching, and I like sharing my knowledge. Not only that, when I became an English tutor, I found a new family. All my students were my new family. as well as their parents. And I think one of the main points of being a teacher is that we must have a good communication skill. We have to know how other students feel, how to communicate with them, and how to make them happy when we teach, and how to make the class not bored. Likewise with parents, because one of the responsibilities of teachers is also to communicate with parents of students. We have to talk about their children's ability in English, how their skills are improving every day. In addition, the reason I want to become a teacher or a lecturer is also because I think if I become a teacher and I share my knowledge with my students, surely one day they will become successful person and can achieve their dreams. So I will be very grateful if they become successful person and can achieve their dreams through the knowledge I share. And also, if I become a teacher, I will also have a continuous flow of merit, so I will benefit in the world as well in the hereafter. However, the question arises, if I want to become a teacher, why I choose English literature, not English education? Well, because I'm not only interested in language, but also in literature and culture. So I chose English literature at the university. Because I also know that graduates of English literature can also become teachers or lecturers. And if compared to English education majors, I think that graduates of English literature are broader in scope. I mean, not only being able to become teachers such as graduates of English education, but also being able to become writers, linguists, translators, tour guides, diplomats, or work in journalism, or become an entrepreneur. Besides that, I'm also interested in writing, which since elementary school I liked to keep a diary. Then in middle and high school, I liked to write non-fiction stories. In high school, I wrote scripts for 2 plays in my class, and I also participated in a short story writing competition, even though I didn't win at the time. So I think that majoring in literature is a great choice for my education. And my plan to achieve my dream is that the first thing I will graduate quickly with cum laude grades. Then I will look for scholarships for masters abroad. After that, I applied for a job as a lecturer as well as open an English course. However, until now, I'm still an English tutor of a community, but now I am a volunteer, unpaid, so I give free education to children whose families have poor economic condition. So my dream is to become a teacher or a lecturer, and hopefully I can achieve my dream. Thank you, that's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.